fam, welcome back to my kitchen. Tonight I'm going to be sharing with you how I make beef and cheese tostados. No, I don't know how to make that on my own. It's one of the options from my box this week from HelloFresh. So it takes about 40 minutes to make it and about 10 minutes to prep. So let's get into it so I can get to eating it. So tonight we're going to be making a HelloFresh meal. This is the beef cheese tostados. And one of the great things about HelloFresh is that everything comes in the bag. So we got our tortilla. We have our cilantro, bell peppers, or bell pepper. We got some cheese. We got our chili powder. There is sour cream, beef stock to help with the topping. There's hot and spicy. Hot and spicy. There's Southwest spice. Like I said earlier, I like spicy. There's the lime. There's a tomato. And there's a yellow onion. So these are all of my ingredients. It also comes with, make sure everything is in the packet. It also comes with step-by-step instructions. So I won't have to just like figure out how all this goes. It will all just come together nicely. So let's get into it. So I did most of the prepping offline because my knife skills are not at a professional chef level. So I got everything prepped here. I'm gonna be making my salsa and crema. So I'm gonna be squeezing half the lime juice, if there's any juice in this lime. That's the thing too, like there's no juice in this lime. Okay, this is a little bit better. So I'm squeezing the lime juice over this. This has the chopped tomatoes, the cilantro, and the chopped onions, and I'm just squeezing some lime juice over this. And basically we're gonna just mix this up in a moment and it will be all ready. Next, we're gonna go ahead and, you know me, I love spicy. I've already poured out my sour cream and I'm just gonna add all of this in there because I like spicy food. And you're just gonna mix this all together into a nice crema, which is what I will add to the dish at the end when we're plating and about to eat. If you know me, yep, I'm gonna add in an extra kick in there because I like spicy food. Then I'm gonna mix up everything here to make my salsa. We are also going to add a bit of salt. And some black pepper. And then we're just gonna mix that all in. So another great thing about HelloFresh is like I said, it literally comes with everything. So it also comes with the ground beef, perfectly sized for 2 persons. Hey fam, so we're off to make our beef for our tostados. Putting the stove on medium to high flame. I'm gonna add a bit of olive oil to this. Let that heat up just a little bit. While we're waiting on the pan to heat up with the oil, as you saw before, I got everything out of the packets. I also have the seasonings. But if you know me, and I hope you're getting to know me by now, fam, I'm gonna add in my own spices from my cabinet into this meal. I like things to be like really seasoned, as I shared before in my other videos. So we're gonna go ahead and move this along because the tummy is ready to eat, okay? All right. I'm just gonna add the meat into the pan. And the recipe calls for it cooking for about 4 to 5 minutes until it's brown. And while that's in the pan, I'm gonna go ahead and add the powdered seasonings. Adding some black pepper, a bit of salt. And you know me, of course, even though that's a chili powder, there can never be enough heat in my food. My adobo. And because I don't always know what the spices have in it, I don't overkill it, but I do add stuff because as long as you're not putting a lot of salt, these things are okay. They're not gonna change the flavor of or the intent of the meal. I'm just gonna go ahead and mix this up and break it up in the pan. You can see it in the pan. It's getting really nice and juicy and brown. It browns pretty quickly because it's on high flame. You're just turning that around. I'm going to leave it to sit for a bit. Mash it down into the pan. Now that I've got my seasonings all mixed up in it. So while that's on the stove doing its thing, I just want to share with you that I really enjoy HelloFresh. We have a love-hate relationship. I'm gonna do a video about like my honest review of HelloFresh and why I started using HelloFresh and then I canceled it after my first box and then I picked it back up again and I've been doing it ever since the last couple of months. Okay, so back to our stove. Our meat is browning nicely. I'm just flipping it over, making sure that it's fully cooked on both sides, getting it back to be a little bit chunky because you want it to be nice. You don't want it to be like too spread out and like minced about. You want it to be like really nice. It sits on top of your tortillas. Now we're gonna go ahead and add our chopped onions and sweet peppers that we did before. And dump it all in the pan. We lost some soldiers. So everything is all done. I'm gonna show you how I prep one of the tostados. I just sprinkle a generous amount of cheese, and then I'm gonna add some of my beef and sweet pepper and onion mixture on here. Something is always trying to escape, but here we go, back on, there you go. So we're gonna do that. The cheese is gonna help it to stick. We're gonna go ahead and add some of our salsa on top. Just to get all that nice color and flavor on top of it. And then we're just gonna try to be a chef in the kitchen, and we're gonna try to drizzle some of this across the top. Just like make it look all nice and restaurant-y, but it's just gonna be at home. There's no like clean way to do this or no right way, you just do it. And I'm gonna go ahead and add just a little bit more on the sides here just to fill it up, because sometimes, you know, you're a little bit greedy. And that's it. We have our meal, quickly prepared, all the ingredients were available, and now it's time to eat.